Emza Sija Besha say from Mo Salah and I say they are trending all over the place. But General, Liverpool for him the Omoye, Salah him the Omoye. The two
just say Salah him the Oye. Liverpool so him the Omoye. I said say
they want to part company. Liverpool nim say Salah
on this bad note.
I'm saying say Omunim the Oye, Cristiano Ronaldo, Salah and Ronaldo they are very similar. Very similar. First of all, Mo Salah, Ninsem na wokan, nyamianim ni pen modika, like but I disagree with him how when he has said it.
Okay.
Like or justification to be upset. Or nyina so say ni bufu treatment na dey man no. Say Ninsem na wokan ya no kra. Say in the summer transfer window onya offers bebree team no ne trance a share ne boss say they are building the team around him enti omosere no so okọ this year be ha omo utie nkomo no kra na they told him say Diego Jota is no here, Luis Diaz is gone, Darwin Nunes is gone, so project no pedaka anymore we are kofan krofan mo ma beboawo near a project. Then fast forward, the season is ongoing. They started very well, first 5 games. And the problem is he's not the only one who is underperforming. And the statistics say even at this stage, per last season, currently or running more, involving more inactions than he did last season. As the chance he's pulling his weight statistically. But then, in terms of goals, he's not getting it as he used to get it last season. So the problem again is that he's not the only one who she. And see a sacrifice will be a why him. And baby, I mean, your dream partner say if he's right, say you did not travel 3 times continuous. Coaching in country, crunch general. Most Salah teacher, it will Liverpool no. A Brawuya manager will be decided I will drop in the first game, second games. You need to have a meeting with him. And now say someone in the transition Saint here or drop in. It may be convincing, it might not, but managerially up there they do it. If you have this big boy, most of your record stands in his name. Now say BB in Koye now so drop in a someone in the casa. Enti kasa no mo ne nkasa ne sa ensem na ekoso mo keep dropping him no. I'm sure that eno na man I upset. So for me, I think that
but what accept is a coin of us we no ne nyadwe.
Yes, some may share the both.
Na manfo nyina a shocking crofo
be
footballers, ex-footballers, football stalwarts there. It's more to do.
When Rooney crowd were turning Mo Salah and say Mo Salah say Liverpool has thrown him under the bus. Or my expression, so because he had throw you under the bus and not just say, yeah, you are my Yona, yeah, you, Edward two soon, the Bunsume Fanko, yeah, those bus and I say, bus and for us.
Did he say that?
Yes.
Is that word? No?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rooney says rather thrown Liverpool under the bus.
And Rooney say, Mo Salah has rather thrown Liverpool under the bus. Ono mum na atubo buku na che bus and say, yenshi bo buku. The entire maker say Salah nso nim the oye ne say similar to Cristiano Ronaldo in Man United. When Ronaldo wanted out of Man United, Oshasi afi be kika sansen no said the beya ne ho beya bufu na club no jana ma na kwa.
On the coach benya issues. Similar because we yes. Onslaught was only relationship.
First, no, there was a relationship. Now there is no relationship, and to be clear, the club wants him out. Club no pursue mujano coin, and this is the opportunity for him. Ebia, you see, my dream say Mo Salah ti ono so pursue free on him, and it could be in January. And to some start to say Mo kasa say ya na baby walk on the whole ya ready and I ready cry.
Yeah.
I ready and I ready cry. So right after the game, he granted this interview.
Tony, I don't know what say.
Oh, I'm saying a man for it. Yeah. Eti uti empa me who say or say probably o ten is o inviting the family ni say o mombra me rebi but no mo ba no o ka kire o say onim say ball no obebo bi o so mobile
Brighton game no account
Brighton game na on be born the next day the family ni say o mombra but onim so obebo bi ana say o mobi and we think come here come here say obebo bi that could be his last match.
Sure.
And that's the last game before moving.
After that game, he moves to AFCON. And to say AFCON, you be no, you AFCON man transfer window na be. So if there will be a deal, it means that a deal could be striked whilst he's in the AFCON. Then he will not return to Liverpool.
That is all say bye to Liverpool fans or Brighton game man.
It looks like say onya chance Bobia. Maybe he will do something like that.
Wow.
General.
Almost also Inter Milan. Against Inter Milan. Yes. Out.
Oh, UEFA Champions League.
Out. Like the story, no. Liverpool ni Mo Salah story. You wish it doesn't end this way.
But Musa, when Rooney say he's destroying his Liverpool legacy. What are you doing?
Yes.
Kwabezu.
You can't legacy. Enema wabeye. Ede ewo team ni mu na da achi bi e be hwe no so na ede abodin na ede ado said e be ye mfa said da achi we wie football ti said e sameko fo okọ Germany ye hwa no by Munich fo na no sika akọ no call Germany no mu man invite so mra Wolfsburg game
okay
Siki, okay.
Siki akono he was captain saves na pia so for Turkey
Tony Ebu akra de na asay into legacy no ne said dachi bi what dey na we ne nkaidum ye hwe ukokromu a chese ebi kra wo bakra no so nimbo outme de ne ko ana obi pe bibi wo Liverpool a osi Mo Salah so obomo ebe bi na de wako enti sa na ema no na se wanko ni yi a na chese what says sa na ema ni nyina
enti kana some ketwa we destroy the obayama Liverpool ni na General,
yes, Sasam na wakano. A bit me generative
Liverpool.
A bit me generative big time hatred for him from the fans and from the owners of the club. From the fans and from the owners of the club. Look, and there, me show say Liverpool for be ni mu say Fernando Torres, Omra, Emeyejmo Liverpool as an ex-player. Why? Because how he left. Even though later no crane be dead say na nya ne pe but almost Jesse he destroyed the legacy by a Liverpool in modern times in Crawford more fans G omutumpa nanka El Nino Fernando Torres was one of them but he moved to Chelsea destroyed the legacy. He hasn't come near a Liverpool. In Timadriam said with this statement send the legacy ni be intact or not. Depends on going forward. Send your name Abisiako. Sampa Brighton game no. Me sure some coach not starting in the Brighton's game.
On starting.
He might not start
because small kafar hono.
Yes.
Or starting the crowd just say we in
the coach might not.
Neymar didn't say any dog ne say. Said you a coach who is fighting for the job, the own job.
Okay.
A coach who is fighting for the job. Because also the job no down the line. Also
yeah. What do you more?
Are you saying it's a coach in Infinity? Obi here among dropping.
Debbie mean like
coach in Ifia na say coach in Nya
dey.
Bentiase.
Me say Neymar dey ne yap.
Or right or drop or rise or drop Salah na. Because Salah on the form.
For me, Sergio, we are blown out of proportion. The coach, because playing Salah, arguably the best player for Liverpool in the Premier League era. 3 consecutive games ning na out bench Mobi Sergio it's insane.
It's about 45 minutes cumulative.
Sergio it's insane. It's insane.
Entino uditum so Salah ni form. Until coach ni right
for me, dropping it's not right Sergio.
Oh sir.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because nyot Salah nkwani ishi. Kodiga ko
do you feel the coach no be against Salah?
I wouldn't say so. But me say Neymar ni ya.
The day entino drop no.
Okay, I know the coach no betimi a chai. Mimi who say Neymar ni ya na say coach na onya de no na yes Salah say. That is Mimi point of view.
Oh, okay.
Coach na onya de onu so hwia Neymar nhyɛ da coach yi no. Say no yes Salah say.
You see that argument, somebody can also argue say, yemfa ne say ne Virgil van Dijk hwie. When e wo bencha obebo aboni yie asen Virgil van Dijk. and I say I'm fan say Kodigaku ehwie when a bench I will bet my ball the left wing na Gaku bono aboni year saying Gaku hwe no because a list of stars na omumi ensa nyina ehwie na ba ko de ni position ho better substitute you are more likely to drop that person. Me looking at it from the coach's perspective because all drop Salah no the most informed Liverpool player who is playing in Salah's position, Dominic Szoboszlai.
He's playing also out of position because on your winger.
But he's the player he's playing there.
He functions well, dog. So centrally, advanced zone in the.
But you're okay with Vitz as a number 10. And Szoboszlai is a utility. Obon number 10, Otumibon from the right wing, Otumibon from the right fullback.
Ningina key decisions. I want to take care of one club.
The major issue with the coaching is a simple win our person no matter what. As a so day. Only Mo Salah Kasatimi train with saying tia or dropping. Look, game number no. We a kitika or J or your best player in the game. The Obon Salah position was the next best performer. That is Dominic Szoboszlai. Out in the boy, no. And all Bonino, he was about the best player until he couldn't substitute him. And Mo Salah looks like he plays in only one position. Unless you take information, maybe I will top 2. But in your 4-2-3-1, he's only a right winger and a right winger. And the boy playing there was also playing
Okay. Now, the Hadriga Granny Liverpool legend now, Omudina no attend against Salah.
Yes,
who see the way Rooney cry apart from say, or Kase he's destroying my legacy. No, or say Slot shouldn't let him back. Slot shouldn't let him back. And I feel also say he's acting out of arrogance.
If it's the arrogance of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Now some Liverpool no Cristiano Ronaldo and Mo Salah.
Yeah.
Into that arrogance is normal. And in football at that level, sometimes they need this level of arrogance to be able to deliver.
Well, Yentuasu. Now my Musa is the same way. And sana yakoyenim. Ronaldo.
Cristiano.
Man you nina muhunu say kwan of fast or the coin me fan company
you see
and I say oko a friend say Old Trafford
okay
say na mbese hu Ronaldo.
Difficult question. I'm sure that different people have their different opinions but you see the boy Ronaldo ne say nsem no kan yi nyina no later ko yes say no kran na no ka Obekasa nsem na woka no na odika first of all manager na no ye ni sa ohwie mo bia hu say manager na santi no ye nya no kwan besides that Old Trafford ayeda da nche na hu say nsuo to nsuo so ne besides that and the current now can want some so free order that say na city no omu renovate e bo maba so a good number of people during that time I in particular was upset but after name Koko so ni dey reveal no I felt sometimes you need people like this and you need a big boy to say it for it to make impact. Near correction. So I see Ronaldo as a legend of United. Same to me know about Old Trafford. I'm sorry.
Since Al Nassr, any Man U serious game be about Old Trafford. Sign a fans with Ronaldo.
So
be free. Yeah. Be free tunnel. No bad pitch in this one.
Difficult. A bit unpredictable.
Yes.
But dog, I mean, who say Omo be hold you on with grudges with a very few of them.
Okay.
Because send a dog Eddie can.
Intino ombe buna na so
majority be one. Majority be one.
Wow.
Just be ombe hold you grudges with what he said. But no other dog I can. Later on it was revealed saying you know can you na no correct.
Okay, this is what they like him.
Who says Ronaldo United they want him fans na ye demonstration at here Glazers no near this Omugu club no. Until for good number of them almost some of them be omukano and Ronaldo become and I still think say what the link is Salah
and the Salah so on free on this note after AFCON on my Liverpool viewer send on to pay Liverpool tunnel no more next time fans in
another difficult thing because they are Crawford umi ni paye the Salah be ya mom beje di say omoye no kwasem ne say as English press no omo blow asem na man as high case as if they blown it out of proportion
omo bashe no
mama asem no as watch Liverpool boku
ya arrogant or you this or you that serious. Meaning so more records na branch na be say
no question say in football
be say some records no me 2 on nyina.
But generally speaking in football, who a player near the bench now who kasasa disrespect to colleagues no mobile because footballers be catch us who think obi obo no be so tinchen inti se nenko ene se obi mebo why do you talk inti a number of footballers will feel that he's being arrogant for arrogance general I think he's being arrogant but probably he would have to be and then get what he wants.
Well, sign also again 11:18 Kessben television, Kessben 9.3, Kessben 2.9 Accra. All this Salah saga is as a result of the poor man management by the coach. Check how he benched Ekitike for Isaac. This left the player frustrated, costing him to a red card. The coach has been finding room for his top buys, even if they underperform. Why anyway, and so Abreye Dauda DPB. All right, maybe now we're soon far Emma Andy Kerm Akwaba from the United States of America. Andy Akwaba. What's up, baby? What's up, Kuruma Samba? America wana them say umpe untraho uko second time you say they are do tibe kangura what's up from America what's up from America betra there him say umbabium he say we chese unye wadwen so kwakotraho ana say bia dachi na sisi die
se wangu kwa na midina tintita so
se Naro eba kontra UK
se do o de obusa ma se wa
mo mana kwa ba
ebi ana wife utie di obi a wada da so wo ba
common muni no
titi omo to obaba na wa besra o wasa bagana buku de kutaro kwa all right adi akwa ba so boko
you know
be your free
oh bibi I come
you know me ase all right Oban say they was starting sharing kitwem on Monday
oh David
we die
we
do we are no miem okay minim for no tun ko mu kakra na edwa dan some no doso
okay
all right na fi yenko enim
you know Liverpool problem ni na Anslot he just finding a wrong scapegoat Musala Onyeshe I didn't think I make us Anslot then before I come to the Salah issue so Joe Liverpool really Premier League last season now Obia who say join clock ne juma o ye na Anslot ebeto aso atie ba ko sign from the Liverpool team that is Ryan Gravenberch and he played very well last season epuchi omo timije Premier League no but after that nanka coach ne ye evaluation ahwe team no performance throughout the season now try say obe finding replacement for certain players within the setup no one area na ye very key nanka o say coach ne hwe the midfield who is going to hold the midfield for Liverpool because we are following Ryan Gravenberch from Ajax Bayern Munich he's more of a central midfielder than a player obe hold midfield no ediama all these attacking players are coach no parody especially a seasoner na Virgil van Dijk enyini and you know age sometimes the players in the ball they be one here you underrate it but clearly it's all Liverpool team no now we heard the pair between Van Dijk and Konata open was the opponent this season I exploited that space very well and in any Liverpool team in recent times so far Gerard Julia no Didi Herman Rafael Benitez ebenya Javi Alonso at the point Javier Mascherano Emre Can ebehodu pivot ne de Jurgen Klopp Fabinho ebehodu pivot ne de Jurgen Klopp during the time and all about Champions League final 3 times and all breaking the deadlock by winning the Premier League for the first time in almost 28 years. Into Liverpool who say they need balance in midfield because almost 2 center backs no Baku Nini and he has been their key man defensively. It is a do she games on the kwanya Liverpool fasulusu so the ball the 2 center backs in you are good to go. But coach ne share Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kakes, Florent Vase, Hugo Etikite, and then Alexander Isak. Instead of looking at a certain rower, so when you be so I'll bet me a bomber team that function very well until Liverpool midfield, and then Katie Jones. The next day it's McAllister, the next day it's Florent Vase. That department, building something out of it. And I said, do team no a lack of balance in the game and a enkoye until trans say who says tell an enkoye no and I realize they say the right side of defense the one and for the ball ne fashion na ball na baby we the two central defensive pair no into sadia or be finding a way now stop the opponent from exploiting the right side of his team. Then straight away sadia it is either Conor Bradley will play on the right back or Joe Gomez Emra. Now for Dominic Szoboszlai anchor the right side of an attack, you know. Szoboszlai at RB Leipzig at a point now function as a half midfielder, a half winger. It's a born here starting also in right, but you're born now more of a central player, attacking area of the field of play. And no, but Joe, coach in a sacrifice say Mo Salah in the last 3 games. No, what has been the results? Enkoye, and say Joe. Say Nkoye there you expect those big boys to talk and say Joe again na say Franko Kessben Van Dijk in Iwa it is difficult to get a replacement agreed but ask yourself Cody Gakpo now on team why is he playing? Federico Chiesa is there now and injuries now but Cody Gakpo on a good day when the players are on form the Federico Chiesa a year at Juve at the Italian national team Cody Gakpo maybe I agree Cody Gakpo is a good player, but day in day out he continue to start Cody Gakpo in games. And the key players on the field of play are not living up to expectation. And now the Salah scapegoat. Now the Salah scapegoat, you should be winning. If you don't win, the player will talk. I don't know who's a Salah. I will not call it arrogance. The Salah Babayo Premier League in Misajo. How many players in the meeting are? Besides that. So your coach be or bench big boys biano. So results are the big boys who complain. And let's not forget the recent coaches play much emphasis on tactics than the individual quality of the players. So here's our results in until all the young coaches look at how they are struggling. And look at the big boys now here can. So football ubetimi aye Carlo Ancelotti. You can be Vittorio Pozzo, ubetimi aye Nelio Rico. You can be Marcello Lippi Ferguson and the rest. There are some players who are coaching be more tactics in team your own frame. Unless I will tell and no coach will come to Manchester United today and bench Bruno Fernandes. No coach will do that. No coach will go to Chelsea today and go and bench Kupama set tactics and work. So no coach will do that. No coach will go to Arsenal today and bench Declan Rice set tactics in Declan Rice and coach. No coach will do that. So no coach will go to Barcelona today and go and bench Lamine Yamal say on track it back on defend it till Lamine Yamal and bench. There be. Those are the big boys. Ada Javi Alonso decided so bench Vinicius no. Shensebe see with the whole Madrid. And those are the big boys and those guys call the shot. No coach you go to Bayern Munich today and go and bench Harry Kane. Say teams na me buboning na say Joe Salah and the type of a player in that particular mood at Liverpool. Time Pep Guardiola yi Kevin De Bruyne free when the see when Pep decided so Obenya issues with Aguero left. It is a Joe big boys so who decided say on for do omubiwa ade ebetimi atwa asɛmniti anase tɔn na onko sɛ ɔte ho nko ana akɔ bench na dia ubenya issues especially when you are not winning. Even when you are winning there will be issues but the omudo dona can say onko keeping within 4 walls of Liverpool. Salah yes on man outside Liverpool the frustrations on poor fine but say within Liverpool. You know, I disagree. To the whole world into their console. There's absolutely nothing wrong. I mean, who born you? What's wrong? Many coach no problem. Yes. Keke can simply be. You know they okay ni there no correct. They no kind watch out. No correct ni eka. Where do you mean who born you? Ah well. The coach is using him as a scapegoat. Are they winning? No. Are those guys playing better than him? No. And he said, "Yo, the Salah am Liverpool. Now you sure Salah or English player and coach in medicine? You won't do that. Uda who Liverpool unkoi." Problems so now out. Akoki problems e wadwuma no. Say they know Vini.
We are not sabet tonight by Ejma.
Vini Real Madrid. And I Vini free.
No, say two wrongs and you're right back.
I'm saying
the
that
first one was why I'm mistaken in Jesse.
KDB expressing a displeasure to Pep Guardiola. It take more than one season. I hope you.
Okay.
It is a joke. Oh, Bente big boys now. You should be ready for that. So oh, Bente big boys now, and it is more Salah. So do. At the end, I can't care. Steven Gerrard na Yankee different. Robbie Fowler na different. Kenny Douglas na you know what make it. Sa records a Liverpool na Salah 2 goals. And we are talking about a player who 20 plus goals a season for 8 good seasons. That is Mo Salah.
You have a twasso, and the younger matches no enra kakra did you EPL no and La Liga no kakra.
You know, from the La Liga, one thing I need to be after the Chelsea versus Barcelona game. They say after Marco Cucurella estake Lamine Yamal from the right, na game no nimbi. So former players like Rivaldo Rezi consent say, I didn't know say Lamine on what chine right where on tries to be creative options the man ho na only nam game nim than say be stay at one side. And in the game against Real Betis, coach Hans Flick decided say he's not going to play Lamine Yamal on the right anymore, or the Nebeba has number 10. And so what in recent times, skillful players now say do, very good, you know. And I'm saying kitten into ya coach is no person button at the start from the right. To share name has started here. She Coupa has started here. Even Kevin De Bruyne has started as a winger before coming to play as number 10. Because because of the pressing and the overload in midfield, they will find it very difficult to play. But some players need to build and the same thing Chelsea is doing to Estevao. He will be the next Kopama as number 10, but they need to start him from the right. So the Bayer will be building who so well. So going forward, he plays as number 10. Into coach Hans Flick, Lamine Yamal as number 10, Omar Rafinha Arrestie, moving Marcus Rashford to the left, and Odi Rooney bar right. And no know who say the level of flexibility and the options are. Now a lot of people can say Lamine Yamal and in the Chelsea game I want to and say do exactly the same thing and and most of the teams struggled in terms of defending against Barcelona due to the technical abilities of the Barcelona players. In T-shirt, their number Batran in Nathan Moye were standing the might of the Barcelona attack and check the movement of Ferran Torres. Onye your favorite number 9, Onye a favorite of all the Barcelona fans. Basejo, this is a player anytime we be opportunity to lead the line, or make sure say Obitimi are born in home and 3 goals and Otimi share. Look at his first goal and look at the scissor kicker Otimi added to us. So until a game after Anthony share first goal no be very difficult for FC Barcelona. No, it ended in 5 goals to 3. Betty tries to move back, but you know the power of Barcelona in that particular game. No, now I'm back line no intimi and deal with Real Madrid ball against Celta Vigo once again. Any man could yin from Javi Alonso, he plays so much tactics. Into the washing game now. Se passes name free left and now right ama omo bre. Semba pentimi and she goes now omo bre because omo goes now is centered on Kylian. And then Celta Vigo backline no it played him out. And Alex Moriba move boy Jima won finfio and said you almost taking advantage of the weakness of the Madrid backline. She acquire more fast to share first goal. Now she acquire. She how a Vidi track it back. She how a Jude Bellingham track it back. Now she the positioning of Rudiger. Still, I'm working for them. And Celta Vigo Abba she 2 goals at the Omwa. And the Barcelona Triana air trim. So much pressure for Javi Alonso. And also tweaking the tactics near and in several issues already from Madrid, no, Abba said Rodrigo is not happy and is not going to play on the right side. But then I said, then Tempan or Rodrigo Rodrigo played from the right, but it still didn't work for Madrid. Into pressure air mount after 5 points, and now coach the leading no said you and Neoma Babi Chile AFC Barcelona. And he give it to the Bojai Glaciers
4 points.
Yes, okay, 4 points. Alex Moriba. Yes, and the rest of the guys as I do. And no more boy Juma. Omo etimi make sure so omo beshe Madrid ama bibi etimi akoyi.
And they want to blame the coach for starting Raul Asensio on the right. No ama Carreras able alongside Militao. No ama Frank Garcia able left back. I feel like Sir Rudiger is fit. Why not start him? Or if you decide say be a Kama Federico Valverde right. Now partner Asensio with one of the central defenders.
And I'm lose 2-0 Banaba.
I think decision
he's been inconsistent with the central defense.
Yes.
I don't know say be a Rudiger no only fully fit.
No, Rudiger or say he's looking at the Man City game. And no believe we say Rudiger or resting no na ba about that game. And our Sadia no ha coach it be Sa obi am be born say you ha coach it be Sa obi am be say akobobo our play there are players are obi bench players. Tell you I'm surprised say Sa young coaches no mo ba no mo hu Sadia no. Players bi wo ha umpo what bench. And one it was so bench. And there was another game, San Okoye Madrid defense no. Oko started Frank Garcia as a left winger.
Yeah.
So you and his coach is no more ban sa obi am team obi am bobi omu team share Barcelona. But even that, someone so by our Champions League had a club here, had a Chelsea here, and the same thing. I agree. I realize you know you sent to Fremuntem.
Yes,
that was 50 plus.
And Omar Valverde back right back.
Yes.
So that was when he introduced Rodrigo in the game, no. And you saw say Real Madrid were flowing with that regard.
Yes. And he said, "Joe, Sao be a maybe born there." So coach is name Yaya. Say ya need near my because and so much pressure on Javier Alonso and then Kerm and say Florentino Perez and Zidane akwa bonkobo. And he said, "Joe, Madrid there imwa at their mom." Now to the Premier League.
Red card no how Madrid now.
Oh, you know near rematch. Near rematch.
But the last one.
Was the first one in the
Bantam. Oh, it was around. Is it 86 minutes?
No.
Do you know
if that one came before the first one, Frank Garcia red card.
Game no more boy. And you red Namare full so much. Born and Casomenti Miamo. O man criti enough. O man goes apart from Mbappe, born I went to Miamono. And about no Bosha and a refinanian. Madrid and criti enough. I know I was over winning game.
The first red card was 64th minutes.
Yes. And media I will not say it is because of the red card. Endra and Casano, Madrid are more game. Their guys did not come to the party. It is the reason why I'm here to Celta Vigo.
And before the red card, they were down by a goal.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's on a red card.
Endra simply, and Omu team na and Casano Franko. The guys are not playing well. What the Omu team no? Show me midfield. Fedi Valverde is a player. Carlo Ancelotti here no to say Kaka or here no to say Lampard. Not in terms of quality, but in terms of goals. O making sure say. If Vini is not scoring, if Rodrigo is not scoring, if Mbappe is not scoring, Fedi Valverde will score. In one season, or catch a Fedi Valverde says in you know watch double numbers, and Valverde did that. He making sure say time man Rodrigo and Vini were not scoring goals. Jude he was banging in the goal for Real Madrid, and the Jude is not scoring. It has always been Mbappe, so over reliance on Mbappe up front, and system no say make sure say you produce for Mbappe to score. And if those guys are not providing the supply for Mbappe, who's a Madrid team here off. And Mbappe is not a number 9, that will stay. He will draw. Now Mbappe enjoy play. And to central defenders are very good in terms of reading the game and positioning themselves very well. And exactly at the Celta Vigo. Rudiger. Look at the position of Rudiger. Last man.
9
before
almost second goal.
Okay. Share the position of Rudiger. Also the go to the so she born here Jude Aba Vini Aba or no the main center half no last or the maybe Jude Vini do also the go to the everything about the Madrid structure is wrong. And as I said, you know, coaches need players no quality no munya tactics no, because you need players and no more execute the plan for you, and yes it won't work.
Rudiger injuries.
All right.
Injuries are slowly down.
But so I say omo Romanian goalkeeper no Radu and Radu also he saves people.
Yes.
And
yes.
Nti do baby na say we won hwe enye you.
You know support the sanity.
Ball sanity. By day.
Enye
short say kwa ni ho but still. Akokra de mu ebo posimu na connect. They will
but against Bilbao, You know, I see Monshi, my mother, they say.
But we go by show 2-0
at the Bernabeu.
Yeah, that's no commentator.
The last
for
time.
the first time in 19 years.
19 years.
South Vigo Babe, we know Bernabeu.
Stadium is so inclusive.
You have a say.
Okay, you go there. Here is
Such as I don't know what's in Yakana.
Chelsea. Ebe me be na jaka. Say no kafra na kafra. Say so you boy a league we tiri ho. You ni Liverpool ni Man U. So league.
Oh, there be no more Arsenal for no. Ma be Arsenal for. Money Arsenal ni imu na ebo.
Na ko we ni ko ba Arsenal. Maresca onu bi abutu na ko ye.
That's how
On consistent.
Basilo. Enankasa coaches enankasa no. Any coaches ni nyina say do he. Ruben Amorim tena Old Trafford. 10 against 11 against Everton. Elusu ya de chen onam ne be 3. Maresca etimi bo Barcelona to say the obo World Cup final. The next match no the Chaluba kobo right back. No the Badiashile abobo central defense ni ase ne 3.
That is special.
many be omuya working hard.
It's strange.
Maresca Chaluba is your mainstay centre back. And to say we here number
2 right back with the bench. Also on kobo right back.
Prime right back. Go so and then resumes the bench. No, you mainstay centre back.
Kofa Bofun kate be goofy.
I don't forget it. And everything is simple.
So
You know, there is no pressure.
That's it.
Problem meaning I don't know. There's no pressure. Say your first now and slot and come up pam. But and slot, and it's a different way for another so more back in the park. I'm not expecting something different from that there.
They want to cash in. I'm a businessman. I'm telling you, it's a more Salah and over here, no man I can't say on frustrating and aquano.
That is possible. That is possible.
They want to sell at 33 days the time. See, Uber Kebiaba. Miso Moan instigate say Yentrena Aquano, it's a January.
It is a joke. Problem in say there's no pressure. And na Chelsea game we said you more Bowie. They play that see there's nothing at stake. Who they players na ankasa show more attitude on the field of play. She Ganacho, she Jao Pedro, she Kopama. The only player on the field she Enzo Fernandez said you her ball and Enzo Bonenano. I say ya Kopane Chow. And ya strength is a match no more me. They played as if there's nothing at stake. I'm not saying say bomb of the end deserve credit. They've been fantastic this season and last season as well. But say, oh, share ball now, guys, any games in view of how they step up. We have Chelsea played against Arsenal with a man down. Look at how they played against FC Barcelona. But say you are saying and say, Sanko ya nobody cares. Maresca FIFA Club World Cup, what the Conference League. The Obian expects or Ben Waye into Obia crown found such Chelsea D4 for Mudi FIFA Wayebi. So that is the position of the club. It's the coach is normal for pressure and to Bon see ya at the bay. And as I said, so Ghana to say, my position on Ghana to from day one, Ghana to or your bench player. Ghana to or your bench player. You need to build a certain chemistry up front consistently. Adia ma Chelsea who will be a buyer big team so it is because of Caicedo, it is because of Enzo, it is because of Kupama. Chelsea are building a certain triangular midfielder and more strong against most of the teams in Europe. It is Sana say also person who team attack near sharper. You need to build a certain consistency up front. Pedro, Estevao, Kopama. Someone Kopama crown man up the James Beba now be pushing Enzo Fernandez about. Simple. Maggie Sunderland. He was their third striker. When you be among a Chelsea as Uncle Fanaba, on a number 9 for Chelsea. No, you have to say he's ready to be the number 9 for Chelsea. Until say coach the big guy will be able in general. Results are mobile experience and one mobile experience.
But I think now the game the scoreline for me wasn't fair for Bournemouth. Push game on boy ending draw. At the end of the day, for me, the best player on the field was Chelsea's goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez. And currently, clear Robert Sanchez is Chelsea's best player. Currently. But no, my last 3 matches or so, is the goalkeeper that is saving Chelsea. Ushe, Antoine Semenyo, Alex Scott, and then Evan Nelson. Semenyo was all over the place. Semenyo has goals in him. But Ushe game now, because I would say a gamer. Or game no, go now. Ni go na unya no be enemy so a share but then VL no HRS and offside because na Evan Nelson at them but I think say it was one game Nanka Bournemouth deserve a win. For the first time, Chelsea has failed to score this season. And you're common, some will be 90 minutes maybe. Now Chelsea and Twatana, but then no goal in that game.
Now the question is Chelsea justified for letting go of Nicholas Jackson? Penny Delap on the Delap. New modern idea.
I want for a break. Some who difference between Jackson and
Justin played with a prime Kopama. Jackson, he played with a prime Kopama. These guys are doing it without Kopama. And this is a guy Chelsea give their number 9 to him for 2 seasons. Jao Pedro Ayebo Matisa Omonchen. Jokeres until a Kitike scored 2. Omunche goes in Cheno. Sesko, look at all the strikers that were signed this season. Until a Kitike beche 2 goals, Omunche goes in Cheno.
Another thing in favor Jao Pedro argument, and they say, you create a chance in a man, and more saying. Jackson, the end, they're not chance in the bow.
Consistently.
The chances here, score, no about saying. Jao Pedro Mudiano on it like the chances in an ember. What you say? Yeah. But the end the name say Bufukaka because the chances created on one share no about saying.
The lap Pedro so we never bogusa.
Into Jao Pedro ya or da man.
I don't call the club World Cup. No no league.
And Mamunya could ready Jackson.
Don't call the club World Cup. Maybe no league no. No.
That's true.
Yes.
On one case said Joe all Brighton he only high volume scorer from Brighton.
Checking the records. There's no more.
Only high volume scorer.
Chelsea don't tutu mikasa
but the wrong the laugh for the other day
mikasa wo do yo ni mo
Chelsea dey no
ne Morindo oh do chechiro ba ni mo all right you fancy na Morindo
obetum kana duro ba ko do
busy for nothing anymore.
You get there but you do anything.
You na say the fire.
You get
fire say am not tungaka. Na fire me fire power.
Say you cover player from Bontia bar. I ensure the type of player.
Yeah.
Because Sebi Ghana and Sasa. You know, as our players with you will be pretty so you don't bring those players, pay them dollars.
You will get there, but
you know, born to call me dream defend the Nyaboa me press. The answer was stamina.
Just run there.
Now that is a goal, no one won't come. You're pressing.
Like wow.
You're pressing. All right, they never look at stories. But Maminko points in our two Arsenal, Man City. No, you ain't sure who's some scracker. I don't know.
You know,
I don't see a serious, but they do have any kind of girl.
Arsenal, who cause that game? I know you're saying easy.
Mama, you're Christmas, man, January cry.
Then they should be careful.
Scanish,
they should be careful. Sitting up at home.
You know, it's Aston Villa team Arsenal, especially under Mikel Arteta. This is their 6th loss under Mikel Arteta. Last season, they are one of the reasons why Arsenal lent to me and chase Liverpool. Make that game at Emirates Stadium. Arsenal take it 2 goals lead. Then City Babette take and against that was Saturday against Aston Villa again. Matikash and Abrante and Buendia. Emiliano Buendia. Obianim say game near you. I think 90 plus 5 minutes. And or they win no Ebreo. Arsenal Kumbia you know it is what it is. Just 2 points in this Bedantem December and Senior City is not playing so well, but they are churning out the results. And it's surprising saying Aston Villa is in 3rd position.
Among statistics in here.
Crystal Palace is in 4th position.
Among statistics in here.
Crystal Palace in 4th position. They are one team. We are underrating them. Minim do Oliver Glass and because to lose a Belichi Eze and lose Olise, yet team is still on top. And now they are in 4th position. It's just amazing.
Okay. They have a better way of integrating their players. And defensively, guys, Maguire
is just something.
Maguire, Tarek Michel, Daniel Munez, and then Mazzino Lacrosse. And again, so time Joachim Anderson no be him say be any effect. Maguire will leave, they will replace him. And Ofo Obi say fortunately for them, Hughes no Whiting has started as at the right time. Everybody is looking at Adam Wharton in the national team so on started. One player who is underrated within the Crystal Palace setup is Malsa.
Yes,
very underrated.
Very good player.
Very underrated. And then Mateta for me, also some of the top teams in the Premier League, also a mobile for him.
Jean-Philippe Mateta.
Yes, because he's a very good striker. And they have a very good coach as well. Oliver Glasner is one of the few coaches on my side, but I'm not surprised somebody say Liverpool class fan. They have a very good team and they are doing a very good goalkeeper as well. And Aston Villa, they play like Arsenal. So gamer, Arsenal. The space, the creativity, technically in terms of the individual, we had the types of players almost picking for their team. They are goalkeeper, Kuti. And then Oka will be at their right back. Matthew Cash against Man City on one essential. Obenenim Kama, Lucas Dean, Pau Torres as the Recosa. And those are almost a teamer. Most of their players start for their national team. But here, Spain say they've not been fair to Pau Torres. Lil Omar and Pau Kubasi and that guy who played for Real Madrid, Onimbo Bonche, Pau Torres. But because he plays in the Premier League, and almost put so much premium on him, and you have Foley Watkins. Team Majid and Sancho to bench there. At least it tells you say a bit of quality within Donya Malen and all those guys. It is a and you want say the last minute, but that's now going on consider and said the last minute and he said the goals this year anti-man run it but kudos to Emery, at least one started but Genoa they are playing very well.
But Genoa intimate program no without talking about that assist from Ryan Shaki to Phil Foden. So Betimenya Rabula. On my video no Man City Phil Foden go no. A crowd day a year in Rabula no how true players born to me far players no su koko see a Phil Foden so straight no general. I think season in baby but I'm sure say the assist of the season. We saw a similar one from Dimitri Payet way back in 2019 playing for West Ham. Maybe later they can get us that goal.
All right. All right. Get to Leeds 3, Liverpool 3. Liverpool after taking a 2-goal lead. Ekiteke goals, no 2-0. I'm afraid them so. I mean, call other places now. Okay, they all can no more.
Yes, this is the assist of the season.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Because my build up on Howard Trimbe Chiransana or my Rabula.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, yeah, should be weekend Liverpool and so
Leeds United.
The passam so almost often 2-0. I feel better match here 3-3. Tanaka.
Tanaka take Kanama Jeta.
Into the course of Liverpool 3, Leeds 3. I don't know what's happening. Liverpool, what's happening?
Defense didn't go yet. Midfield not like a balance. You know, and pressure. Coaches no now test times in our team and let us know. Defense didn't go yet. The two centre backs are really concerned about only protection because Curtin Jones cannot protect them. So Curtin Jones mono uko Leeds United bibri yo uko sa smaller teams na bibri yo nti omo like protection no and centrally pair no is not working nti no who Konate eti no who Joe Gomez. Van Dijk is the only consistent player and in midfield again McAllister obetimi amomo bite ne kakra ne form ne there Szoboszlai had been pushed to the right into the whole structure no and there was a coach need to have a relook and what I heard Daniel Fake Leeds United, they are playing like the former Argentine coach in Marcelo Bielsa, kind of the high pressing game now. And you know, look at how Mube overload you. Ekitike was smart of his 2 goals, but you know, so actually Leeds United, they never give up. Okay.
Liverpool is struggling not because of their attacking deficiency. Intina say all the blame to Salah should be for a team that has scored 24 goals. And conceded 24. As a Chinese, no problem in your goal share. Name so mobile buying na yen fabon to matenem and only asem I think so about 5 teams pay and they more goals or more 25 and City with some 28 goals. Okay, top scoring teams in the Premier League now Liverpool can. Okay. Yet they are where they are because of goals or more conceded.
My we are breaking. Mo Salah is out of Liverpool squad. He's not traveling to Italy for the game against Inter Milan. Decision made by the board and a slot. Okay.
They are pushing Salah out.
Yeah.
They've thrown him under the bus.
You know, more permanent. Almost per se Salah more permanent.
Okay. And also, I don't know. And the Salah, I'll say bye bye to Liverpool. I don't know. The Air Basso and so I don't know.